Welcome to the Cidade site.
This is the first of the 3 projects that we are now part of, and this is a Cidade villas, 3 villas, and we will going to take you through the first one because right now they're only building one of them.
Yes. So when you look at real estate here in Madeira, there is a rule that we have decided to call the golden line. In reality, it's called the banana line, and it basically means that you don't want to live above where the banana grows due to too harsh weather.
I mean, if you are buying your dream house or cottage house or whatever here in Madeira, you probably do it because you want the sun, the low temperatures during the high temperatures during the day and during night.
Yeah.
And we are at 254 meters.
Which basically is the sweet spot. So guys, right now we are actually standing on the driveway to the 3 Cidades houses that are here. And the aesthetic of this project is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a lot of green lushness, almost like dreamy, and then you're gonna have these houses with the big glass facades. It's actually not even glass, it's mirrors. So they're gonna reflect all the greenery. It's gonna be so beautiful. So right now you'll see this big slope coming down here, but once the landscape architect has been here, it's actually gonna be a really nice smooth enter for the garage where you drive your car down and sit it right there under the beautiful shade that's gonna be here at some point. You know how stoked Jon and I are, so now we're gonna show you why. This is the level where you enter, and normally when you enter a house, you'll enter with a big front door, right? But not in this house. In this house, you enter directly into an elevator, right here. So, when you come in here, you can decide for your guests or for yourself to go down to the living area on the downstairs floor, or you can be on your own private living space here with a big office space. This is probably what I love the most, actually. The fact that you can sit right here, look at Ponta
But you never work, Amalie.
Look at Ponta do Sol and then just enjoy the view. You have a little waterfall going on down there.
What I really love about the location here is that you look down to the old bridge down by Ponta do Sol.
Yeah.
Actually, where you have a number of restaurants and where you can jump in the water.
This is the top floor, the floor that you enter, and then this is your private area, if you will say that. This is where you have 2 bedrooms, you have 2 bathrooms, and then you have this space which is another room, but it's an open space room, so that's why we suggest that it should be an office. So this is the guest bedroom. I actually think that this is the bedroom with the best view in the house, because the bed is supposed to stand here, and then when you wake up, because all this is gonna be glass, so you can look out on the mountain here, and then right here is the sliding door, so you will enter out here on your balcony and then get some fresh morning air.
So this is the master bedroom, and you just have completely unobstructed ocean view, and that really doesn't surprise you, does it? But what I love about this is that this is a smart home, and I mean, we will cover everything as it gets built, so we will probably cover this in another video in depth. But what is so cool is that via your smartphone you can turn on the jacuzzi.
So this right here is where you wake up in the morning, you grab for your smartphone somewhere here, and then you say, okay, Amalie mode. And then the blinds, they go away, you look at the view while your tub is getting filled with nice lukewarm water. Lukewarm water.
Lukewarm.
You look over here, you see, oh, my bathtub is already filled with water. So you go in, then you're right here to enjoy your morning tub. And right behind you here will be another glass door. So once you are done tubbing and you want to go rinse off, you just step in here and this is your shower, completely covered in glass. So this is your master bedroom. This is where you will have your double sink, his and hers.
So a few weeks ago we had the full tour by the project manager And a lot of small details will be edited along the way.
Yeah.
So when we see everything that is going on the virtual tour, know that it will become even better with all these small fine adjustments. But it's a normal thing to do every time you make these kinds of, unique houses, because this house has never been built before. This is not a project that is bought in China. This is made by our partner Priyesh, who is a genius.
Now we're gonna take the stairs down, and you don't see it here, but on the renderings you will see how extraordinary pretty this staircase is.
I think it is, super interesting to be part of this process and see how you create this, because in my whole life I've always been infatuated by how things are made, and I've never created anything physical. Well, not physical.
You made a Mickey toast once.
I didn't make the toaster, Amalia. It's gonna be so much fun to follow this, but let's move on.
Come on, guys. This is where the elevator comes down. So when you enter the front door, you can be taken down here immediately and just look straight out at the ocean. If you come by car, it will be up here and you will just have to walk the staircase down. It's gonna be a little garden kind of feel here.
And the entrance door
is here. The living area is basically the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room. And then you also have the laundry, and you have the entertainment bathroom, which is for your guests and for yourself, This is where the house gets extraordinarily interesting. We are currently walking into the kitchen. In the kitchen you have the island here with like a table that continues all the way over here to this station. Then over here you have your fridge, you have your upper cabinets, and here you have the sink. And then right here, instead of just putting a wall, they decided to make a wine rack, a see-through wine rack for all your wines. It's gonna look really, really beautiful. Origin, but it's gonna look amazing. This is gonna give like the house that kind of luxurious touch that you wouldn't necessarily have thought about. This is where your dining table will be, and I actually forgot to tell you guys that furnitures are included in everything you buy here. One thing that makes this house extraordinarily cool is the fact that it's indoor-outdoor living. So you can actually drag all the doors and the windows open here. So when you're sitting here eating your lunch, it feels like you're sitting outside. This is what makes it almost Bali, You're inside, but you're outside. And the same thing continues in the rest of the house here. Here, this is gonna be your seating area. So instead of going out and buy a couch, the couch is already built in and it's gonna be right here. Continue all the way over here and here, and your television will be here.
One of the cool things about the house is that it is not only a smart house, but the people who designed it has also been smart about it. So if you don't want your TV to be over there, you can put it here, for example. You don't always share the taste with the people who design it, and usually moving a TV to somewhere else is a nightmare because nobody wants to look at the wires.
When you come out here, you have 1 step, 2 steps, and then you're ready for your pooling, because the pool water is gonna come all the way over here, and you will literally see the reflection of the water, the sun in the water, shaded all the way up on your ceilings in here, all the way up the staircase, all the way up the walls.
So you see the end of the pool is over here, and it will be a glass wall all the way down.
Like you see it on Instagram. You always see like these hot Instagram babes, they will be like in a pool with glass and you can see the whole body. But you guys would probably think, oh, that's nice with a pool. But it has more, because right behind me, you have a 6 square meters jacuzzi.
And even, like a heated jacuzzi, which is, I guess, the point of a jacuzzi,
that's why it's here.
On a cold evening, because you do have cold evenings here during the winter especially. And then, oh my God.
But the thing with this house is it's amazing in both hot and cold weather, because when it's cold, the wind is something you don't want too much of. So just close all the windows. You still can see the ocean, you still can see the view, but you have this wall, the green wall here. Mm-hmm. So that means there's no wind. I would want to have my cinema on this wall, because right now the plan is to make all this green. everything. But I think I would have like right here a white something that I could pull out so that I could sit here after the sun has set in my jacuzzi and watch Lion King or whatever I fancy that day. I like cartoons. So we've been talking about the design of this house, how different it is. And I feel like if you already saw what we've been filming, you can tell that it is quite different. And it's all these small things that they have thought about and have decided to make, even though they're more expensive to make, that makes the difference. So what right now looks like a little pool is actually a fire pit.
You can open up this entire corner so you have jacuzzi, pool, fire pit, and lounging all at the same time, while, you know, depending on how wild the party is, the sun is coming up or going down. I mean,
but we haven't really talked about how it's gonna feel like having a barbecue here. Should we go to the barbecue area?
I am picanha moody.
This is actually gonna be the garden, guys. So there's gonna be like a little lawn here. So here, this is where you will host a big barbecue with a long table, lots of chairs, lots of friends or family. And then here, you will have your barbecue station. So you will have your sink, supposedly. You will have your barbecue, some cutting area, like prepping area right here. And then behind me here, this is where you're gonna have all the lushness.
And this is where your Aston Martin is parked.
Yeah, if you're so lucky. But I actually love this area, and I love how they thought about putting this area on the right side of the house, because you want to be able to get the heat during the day. So if you decide to sit here during the night, all the tiles and everything is heated up.
And also,
And
Amelia,
you
you
will
get
watch
the
the sunset.
And the sunset, yeah, while you are barbecuing.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that this house is all in on all the best things that life offers. And it's probably not for everyone, you know. Some would say that, well, this is just over the top. And you do pay for this. I mean, this is not a cheap house, and we will get into that later.
Once
But
you see the materials, you guys will understand.
this is literally the best of the best from A to Z. Z as in zebra, not Canada. So guys, this is the brain of the house. I am so glad that I am not the electrician doing this house, because even for an electrician, a very complicated task, because you want the brain in all parts of the house, just like a real brain. Not this one though. But you don't want to see them. It's like an Apple product. You know it's complicated, but it's presented in a simplistic way. I still haven't really understood the extent of how smart this house is, but we will make a video on that later, because as already mentioned, we will follow this house until it's completely done.